Welcome fellow observers of the curious and the calamitous to another episode of Evil Exposed, the Darwin Awards. Here, we explore the bold and often baffling choices that remind us natural selection is always on duty. Today, we journey to the bustling city of Calcutta, India, in January 1996, where two young men decided to ring in the new year not with fireworks, but with a plan so audaciously foolish that it would cost one of them far more than a hangover. Our tale begins with Prakesh Tiwari and Suresh, two friends who had been indulging in more than a few drinks as they welcomed the new year. Fueled by alcohol and a misguided sense of devotion, the pair decided to pay a visit to the Calcutta Zoo. But this was not your typical zoo outing. No, Prakesh and Suresh had a plan, one that involved a 13-year-old male Royal Bengal tiger named Shiva, aptly named after the Hindu god of destruction. Armed with marigold garlands, the duo crossed the moat surrounding Shiva's enclosure, determined to place the flowers around the neck of the tiger as a New Year's greeting, or perhaps a misguided act of worship. As they approached the tiger, witnesses were stunned by the sight of these two young men weaving unsteadily in front of the massive predator, garlands in hand. Rakesh Banerjee, a visitor who watched the scene unfold, later recalled the horror that ensued. As Suresh tossed a garland around Shiva's neck, the tiger did what any self-respecting apex predator would do. It attacked. Shiva lunged at Suresh, sinking his teeth and claws into him. Desperate to save his friend, Prakesh took a more direct approach. He kicked the tiger in the face. For a brief moment, it seemed as if Prakesh's bold move had worked. The tiger released Suresh, but any hope of escape was short-lived. Shiva, now enraged, turned his attention to Prakesh. With a swift and brutal motion, the tiger pounced on him, clamping down on his neck. Rakesh Banerjee described the scene in chilling detail, noting how Prakesh's head dangled lifelessly as the tiger claimed its prey. The attack triggered panic throughout the zoo, leading to a near stampede as visitors fled in terror. In the aftermath, an angry crowd began pelting stones at the tiger enclosure, injuring two children and a woman. But the damage was already done. Prakesh lay dead, his life ended by the very creature he had sought to honor. The motivations behind this tragic event remain a mix of religious devotion and alcohol-fueled bravado. Both men were reportedly devotees of the goddess Durga and may have believed they were engaging in an act of worship. However, as Shiva, the tiger, so ruthlessly demonstrated, even the most well-intentioned gestures can have fatal consequences when they ignore the basic laws of nature. And so, with this sobering tale, we conclude another episode of Evil Exposed, the Darwin Awards. Let it serve as a reminder that while acts of devotion are to be respected, common sense must never be sacrificed in the process. Until next time, remember, not every wild animal appreciates a New Year's greeting and might just bite your head off.